everybody.
Hello.
Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We'll let people join, but we wanted to say that we're using this format, the live format, because it's been a really long time since we've played in this way, because sometimes it's scary and also because sometimes it doesn't sound super great, but it's an important time, and we felt like we wanted to be able to interact with the audience. So I want to encourage all of you to really use this live platform to communicate with us and to talk to each other, maybe tell each other, you know, hopefully you're getting ready to eat dinner or cooking dinner, and I love food, so feel free to share what you're making for dinner and or eating. And this show today is going to be a lot about Southwestern Virginia, because Spot on Kirk is from Roanoke, Virginia. It's a venue in Roanoke that we've played, and we've been doing a lot of environmental work in solidarity with the effort to stop the Mountain Valley Pipeline, particularly supporting the tree sitters at Yellowfinch, tree blockade, forest blockade. And this week, just on Tuesday and Wednesday, after 932 days blocking the Mountain Valley Pipeline, living in the trees, the tree sitters were taken down forcefully by the police. And
Boo. Doomed to the pipeline.
Doomed. So we're going to be playing a lot of our environmental songs, and we're going to be talking a lot about this issue. Our tree sitting friends are still in jail right now. They've been denied bond. And so we're going to be talking about what you can do to support them while they're in jail. The next steps for stopping NVP, which it's not over just because the tree sits are down. So we'll be playing a lot of our classics. So enjoy, please talk with each other. There are a lot of people, fellow activists that are tuning in, and please feel free to share information with others during this time.
I know that this issue intersects with you no matter what. If you're from Southwestern Virginia, this directly ties to you because it's in your region. If you're from Virginia, it matters to you because this affects the watersheds of our entire state, and almost all municipalities are getting our water and our clean drinking water from these watersheds that are being destroyed by the Mountain Valley Pipeline. And if you're not in Virginia at all of our watersheds contribute to the global water. So if you live on the planet Earth, this issue matters to you as well.
Hey, Bob, and hey, Mara and Jamie, we see you all, and we're going to try to interact as much as we can with the live feed since we're live, and that's why we're live. And so if you are from Virginia or Southwestern Virginia, put it in the chat. We're interested to see where you're from. And we're going to move to our spot where all our instruments are in our living room to play our first song. Which our first song is going to be the song, Is It On? Is it on? Is it on? Ooh. Our first song is going to be the song called Standing Like a Tree, which is by a woman named Betsy Rose, and we've been singing it especially in solidarity with our friends who were living in the trees. Let me put on my ankle bells here. And I thought I had good enough eyesight to be able to read what you're saying from here, but I don't, so I'm going to have to take a break in between and say, pop in. Okay. Let us know also if there are audio problems when we're finished playing. Standing like a tree with my roots stuck down, my branches wide and open. Standing like a tree with my roots stuck down. All right, let me know how it's sounding. Let me look. What you say? I wish the song was on my Spotify because it's so good. Yeah, you know, well, the thing is that we didn't write that song. Betsy Rose wrote it, and so part of our agreement was that we would make a music video with it, but we wouldn't release it.
We wouldn't stream it.
We wouldn't stream it because then we would have to work out like some kind of profit share agreement, and we weren't at that place. But I should talk to Betsy about that because I really do love that song and I love playing it, and it might be cool. Thank you all. How is it sounding? Does it sound okay? Do we need to adjust anything? I'm looking back at your comments, trying to catch up. Thank you. Yes, we would love. Hey, Weston, we'd love to come back to play at Grace on the Plains. I love that your church is so beautiful, and also I just miss playing in real places. I love like the virtual show. I'm glad I can be here with all of you right now, but I really miss playing in person. And
sounds like a firework.
There was just a giant bang outside. Hey, Josh, what was that?
I think it's fireworks.
A firework.
Yeah.
Our neighbors are setting off fireworks.
Because they're so excited about this live stream.
Because they're so excited about the echoey. Yeah, echoey is good. That's what we go for generally. So this next song that we're going to play is called Don't Say Sorry. And it's about grief and climate denial and lots of things.
You want to clean up? After?
Not yet, yeah.
Cool.
Don't say sorry. Don't say sorry for your loss. Don't say sorry for what have I really lost. Are we strangers in this land, passing like the setting sun? And when the dark sets in, our fall will rise again. I was trying to like read the comments while I was singing, and it just that's hard to do. Good to see you all. Thank you for tuning in. This next song that we're gonna play is an old song called "Come With Me," and it's about choosing to live in a different way on the earth. Like, we're all born into this system that we currently have, where we don't take responsibility for the energy that we use. We don't think about where the water that we drink comes from or what's in it. And so this is about trying to shift our way of living into a way that takes responsibility for those things and is more mindful. And it's an invitation. And it reminds me of the tree sits and how they were really, all the people who have lived at Yellowfinch over the past 2.5 years were really creating a new way of living, you know, or the old way of living, but new for us in our society, of just being having everything be really simple and being connected to the land and living in an honoring way with the land. Want to note that tomorrow there is a event in Elliston at the place where the tree sits were, that's now cleared. They came and they cut down all the trees as soon as they took the tree sitters down. And there is Appalachian Youth Climate Coalition is leading an event, 1:30 tomorrow in Elliston at the end of Yellowfinch Road. You can just Google Yellowfinch Road and just drive to the Elliston, Virginia, and drive to the end. And they're doing a cleanup at 1:30. And if you go, you can see the destruction that happened, and you can also learn how to get more involved for those of you who are in the area in Southwest Virginia. So this next song is called "Come With Me." I'm going to try to anchor my thing down a little bit so you might be able to see my, no,
that's fine.
My fingers playing. I thought that'd be more fun, but okay. so interesting to like think, oh, how is this translating across the, wow, they're having like a firework, like it's like 4th of July over here in our neighborhood. Do you hear that?
Yay, live music!
Our landmate is sitting on our porch listening through the window. Josh, hey Josh, can you see the fireworks?
Yeah, they're huge over the park.
Sweet.
What? You want to see if we can see them?
Oh, they're over now.
Oh, tell me if they start again. We'll take the live stream friends out there. So this next song is called Spirit Riot, and it's written specifically about the tree sitters, and we made a music video about the tree sitters. You can watch it. It's online.
I think something that a point that should be made about the tree sitters and their them being forcefully taken and through violence out of the trees, through the vehicle violence, which are the police. I think it's important to realize that this tired excuse of like, well, if they weren't breaking the law, then maybe they wouldn't have had to face this this thing. When in reality, the problem with this mindset is that the MVP has been violating laws continuously and regularly since they've started. They've violated work permits, they've violated stream crossings and all kinds of other things. But they are not subjugated to the type of criminal justice as police officers, right? They are enforced by the DEQ or the Army Corps of Engineers, but not the police. So when a corporation that has broken many laws is able to occupy and use the Montgomery Police Department to enact the violence that they're good at doing because they're police, when they forcibly remove a tree sitter, that this corporation essentially gets the privilege to be able to use that force against somebody who's trying to protect an environment, and the police aren't able to enforce their breaking of the law against them. So it's not like they're arresting the workers for violating a permit or violating code. So it just shows the how the system is broken and how inadequate and how unfair and unjust the system is, and how it gives privilege to the corporations and to the companies, and how they don't have to be held accountable for the laws that they break, but yet a tree sitter, somebody who's trying to defend an environment, can now be locked up and held without bond, just because it costs so much money to get them out of the tree, as if a tree sitter
They didn't ask for the cop
that
to get in the crane and drop themselves down and take them out of the tree. No,
so although
they
this
didn't.
is frustrating, and it's just a reinforcer of knowing that these systems are corrupt, knowing these systems are unjust. And if we want to stand up for justice and we want to see a just future, then closing off some of these loopholes and knowing how to enact these types of protections are our next step. So get involved however you need to get involved, legislatively, direct action, whatever it takes for us to be able to see justice.
You ready? I come from the mountains. Oh, hi, Karen. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, so that song I'm singing over and over. We're both singing, said we're here to stay, said we're here to stay. And it's interesting singing that for the first time since the tree sits have been taken down. But the truth is that even though they're not there up in the trees, all of the humans that perpetuated that 392-day stand, which is, I think, the longest, definitely the longest blockade for tree blockade, aerial blockade in the East Coast history. Get pipeline resistor people on here. Tell me what if I'm saying this right. But yeah, it's one of the longest aerial blockades in the history of the United States, and all of those people are still here. We're all still here. We're all still working. We have to work to get our friends out of jail, right? To free our friends, like Crystal's saying. And so that's our next priority. In the meantime, some of our donations for this show will be going to buying them some of the books that they requested to have while they're in jail. So we'll be sending them a care package with some of the donations from the show tonight. And I also put a link in the chat to Appalachians Against the Pipelines, and you can see where you can donate directly to Appalachians Against the Pipelines. This next song is Mouth Harp Jam. I'll let you get a close up with Jameson again, because that's
G sharp and
that's
D sharp.
fun. G sharp and D sharp. Tootie. Y'all want to see the mouth harp up close? You want to see it up close? See if I can flip it. This is, I see Hanuman on here. This is for all of our friends, Union Hill and Yogaville and all the people. We got into this whole thing through the fight against the Atlantic Coast Pipeline, which was canceled in 2020. Best cancel of 2020 was ACP.
I also want to extend gratitude to all the folks that stuck around through that resistance for the ACP, and even after the ACP was canceled, sticking around and ensuring the next thing. It's yes and, right? It's like, okay, yes, and then what's the next thing, what's the next thing? And us not being just not in our backyard activists, that we are all intrinsically connected to every single struggle that's going on. And if we don't see the intersectionality between all of our struggles, then we are missing it. So take a good look at whatever you feel like you're participating in and see how it intersects with not even just environmental causes, with racial causes, social justice causes, inequity causes. They're all intertwined and connected.
listening. Listening. It's a song. No. Jameson's gonna play a new song that he has not played live before, and it's
a cover. It's not a new song, really. I mean, it's a new song for us to play, but it's not like a new song we wrote.
It's a cover of a Tower of Power song called "There's Only So Much Oil in the Ground." Do y'all remember that? Any of you remember that song? There's only so much oil in the ground.
Well, that's how we sing it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Marianne. And yeah, a lot of us. I saw Crystal being like, I can't wait till we're together again. And I can't wait till we're together again either. I am so ready to see friends and play shows outside. I know for those of you who are interested, there on May 2nd in oh my gosh, Southgate? Is that where it is? It's down the May 2nd water walk. If you people who know more information than I do right now off my brain, because I was supposed to look at my notes, but we might be there. Probably, hopefully, maybe be there all together May 2nd for the water walk at the site of the compressor station that they're trying to build. I think it's MVP Southgate, if that's correct. And some members of the Sunsing Collective will be there playing. And speaking of the Sunsing Collective, we have a new song. Water's Life is coming out soon. That's the original song of Sunsing Collective, and we have a brand new music video coming out. Pennsylvania County, that's what's up. Thanks, Maury. Yeah, Pennsylvania County, there's going to be a water walk and gathering on May 2nd. This is Oil in the Ground.
There's only so much oil in the ground, originally by Tower of Power. It was written during the 1974 oil shortage, and so it just kind of showcases how, like our dependence on fossil fuel, how long we've been asking for alternatives, and how we just kind of replace one for the other with these, like, air quotes, bridge fuels with, natural gas, which we know is BS anyway.
And we're coming to you from our solar-powered home here in Richmond, Virginia. So this show is solar-powered.
So, brand new. Try it out. See if we get through it.
Tell
All right, I think this is going to be our last song. And it's called Celebrate. It's a classic. And we sing it even in these trying times because it's not necessarily about where we're at, but it's about a time that we hope to exist in the future where we can put our energy into healing each other and healing our relationship with Earth instead of in destruction and war and extraction. And so it's a prayer, it's a hope, and that is how we offer it to you. Thank you all so much.
Speaking of our landmate Josh too, I know that was a while ago, sorry. But Celebrate as well kind of talks about dwelling a little longer in those yes and before the and moments and celebrating some of the things that we have gotten to. And so, taking a moment to celebrate the ACP, taking a moment to even celebrate some of the things that in the COVID relief bill that passed in terms of like issuing money to people who have children and things like that. And so as activists, it's really important for us to dwell in those yes moments, right? And but not just stay in them and go to the and as well. So
932 days of blocking the Mountain Valley Pipeline.
That's
bunch of hippies in the woods.
That's something to celebrate.
That's something to celebrate.
Did somebody say that?
Hey, who called them hippies?
Who you call a hippie?
So celebration to what has been achieved and the next to come.
thank you so much for watching and for encouraging us and being kind. And thank you so much for all you do. And Spot on Kirk, thanks for hosting us.
Yeah, thanks Jamie and Spot on Kirk.
Thanks,
so much.
Jamie. And we hope to return to Spot on Kirk in person soon as it's safe. And we are booked in Floyd for September at Floyd Yoga Jam on Memorial Day Labor Day weekend. That's our only show we know about so far. But we miss you all, and we want to come visit. And thank you so much. It was so beautiful to see your little faces.
And if any connections were made in the chat too, where y'all are able to connect and talk about passions that you share, then please connect with one another. Let's act like we're at a real show. We're sitting down right next to someone. We can start a conversation, make a new friend, kind of thing. And please feel free to reach out to us if you want any more information. Follow Appalachians Against the Pipeline for more information about what's going on in the Southwestern Virginia in terms of the MVP. And yeah.
And you can also, I think, Spot on Kirk put up a donation link if you want to donate to us. That's fine too. They also put up our bonfire merch store if you want to buy a shirt or some kind of merchandise. But we just are so grateful for you, and thank you so much. And I just want to say all of your names that I see. But yeah, thank you, Hanuman, and thank you, Irene, and everyone. Oh my gosh, I could just be here all night saying thank you. So, yeah, Crystal. All right, peace, y'all. Enjoy this full moon. Bye.